Hello, and welcome to Money Management 101. My name is Joseph Dillard of Ex-Banker Blog. You can find me at exbankerblog.com. The purpose of Money Management 101 is to teach you basic information about money management. I've been in the financial services industry for 30 years, and I spent 15 of those 30 years in retail banking branch management. While in retail banking, I realized that a lot of people don't know how to manage their money. I discovered this by seeing them rack up NSF fees, being declined for loans, and also seeing them have to pay other fees. After seeing this happen again and again and again, I realized that a lot of people are not taught how to manage their money. So I decided to start teaching financial education. And later I became a financial coach. I wanted to help people to take advantage of the financial services industry instead of being taken advantage of by the financial services industry. I truly believe learning how to manage your money can literally change your life. Let's begin. Money Management 101 has 4 sessions. The first one is your money color, then banks and bank products, goal setting and budgeting, and finally, saving. The objectives, your money color, is to understand what you value when it comes to money. Everybody has a relationship with money. That relationship is usually derived from where you're from, the messages you heard about money, and the lessons you learned about money. Then we're going to look at banks and bank products so you can understand financial institutions and the products they offer. Did you know there are about 10 million unbanked Americans who don't use mainstream insured financial institutions? So whether or not you have a relationship with a financial institution, you can always learn more about banks and bank products. Then we're going to move on to setting financial goals. There's an old adage that says, people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. So in this session, we're going to help you to plan so you can be successful at reaching your financial goals. Then we'll move on to understanding a budget and how to use it. Did you know half Americans live paycheck to paycheck? I believe a budget is a tool to help you to manage your money. So in helping you manage your money, hopefully you can be in the half that doesn't live paycheck to paycheck. Finally, we move on to saving and understand the importance of it. I believe most, if not all people, understand the importance of saving, they just don't know how. In fact, half of Americans have savings of less than $1,000. So hopefully in this session, I can teach you and show you how to save so you'll have money for emergencies and for the future. What is your money color? What's the money color, you might ask? Well, let me tell you. Your money color will help you understand what you value when it comes to money. It will also help you understand why you use or fail to use money a certain way. Now we're going to be looking at 5 colors, and those colors are randomly picked, but everybody has a money color. Now you might see yourself in each of the money colors. However, there's one that's going to be more dominant that will be your money color. There are no right or wrong money colors, but what I want you to do is not concentrate on the color, concentrate on the attributes to see if you can find yourself and understand how you value money and why. We're going to be looking at yellow, green, red, blue, and pink. First, let's look at yellow. If your money color is yellow, money is not very important to you and you seldom worry about it at all. No worries. You're likely to expect others to come to your rescue when faced with a financial problem. Again, no worries. You know who to talk to if you have money troubles. You're more likely to think problems will work themselves out. Again, no worries about it. I'm going to spend my money, and if a problem comes up, it'll be fine. You're more likely to not to see the value of planning ahead. You think about today. You definitely don't think about the future. The future will take care of itself. If you're yellow, you're less likely to use a spending plan or a budget. Your plan is if you have money, you're going to spend it. You're less likely to save for emergencies. You don't worry about emergencies. You know what to do in case of emergency. You go find someone who has some money. You're less likely to have options if financial situations occur in your family. So if there's a crisis, unfortunately, you don't have a plan within your family. Your plan is to go find someone else. Do you know any yellows? Maybe it's you. The next color is green. If your money color is green, money is valued for the status it provides. Or look at me. You're more likely to appreciate something if it's considered prestigious, such as a clothing name brands, neighborhood, or driving the right kind of car. So when you're shopping for clothes, you're definitely looking at the label. And if you live in a prestigious up-and-coming neighborhood, you want everybody to know where you live. And you won't drive this any car. It has to be a popular car, a car that's very prestigious. And you'll get that car, whether you can afford it or not. If you're green, you're more likely to overuse credit and overspend. Also, you're more likely to impulse shop for a rare item. Rare means a lot of people don't have it. So if you have it, then you're one of a kind. Again, look at me. You're less likely to shop sales, compare prices, or look for bargains. No couponing for you. Money's no object. You're less likely to consider the cost of an item as long as it has the right name brand. Again, look at me. Look at what I'm wearing. Look at where I live. Look at where I'm driving. Money is no object. You're less likely to be concerned about the price, especially if it's an investment and will appreciate in value. Again, it's all about you and how you look. Not if you can afford it, not how much it costs, but if it's the right thing and it looks good on you. Now let's look at red. If you're a red, money itself is not important. It's how one uses money to enhance their life or to improve the quality of their life that makes it important. Reds are pretty balanced when it comes to managing money, even keeled, balanced. If you're red, you're more likely to have financial goals. Financial goals are definitely important to you. And you're more likely to have good insurance, whether it's life insurance, car insurance, or health insurance. Also, you're more likely to save and invest. You know the importance of saving and investing, and you do it. You're more likely to plan your spending. You know the importance of a budget. You're more likely to compare prices and shop for the best deals. You're probably a couponer, and you like to tell people how much money you've saved. Do you know any reds? You're less likely to check and update financial plans and goals as needed. So you have them, but you don't necessarily check on them. You're less likely to know how much has accumulated in investing and savings. Again, investments and savings are important, but you haven't checked on them. You don't know how much are in your accounts. If you're red, you're less likely to know the values of life insurance. And you have life insurance, but you might not know what kind you have or what the value is. Next, let's move on to blue. If your money color is blue, money is valued for pampering or treating yourself. It's all about me. I'm important. If you're blue, you're more likely to shop when stressed or unhappy, also known as retail therapy. You're more likely to justify why it's okay to go shopping instead of paying bills. I'm important. I'm going to shop now. The bills will take care of themselves later. And if you're blue, you're more likely to spend savings on what is wanted over what is needed. I want it, so I need it. That's how you feel if you're a blue. You're less likely to say no to treating yourself, especially when you're sad or depressed. Again, I deserve it. You're less likely to have limits on spending when there's a strong desire to have something. I want it, I need it, I've got to have it. You're less likely to have a reason for spending. I want it, that's the only reason I need for spending. Do you know any blues? Maybe you're a blue. And finally, you're less likely to have a spending plan and savings you can stick to. You might have money transferred from your paycheck to your savings account, but if you're blue, there's a high likelihood that as soon as it's transferred to your savings account, you transfer it out to your checking account and you spend it. Finally, let's look at pink. If your money color is pink, money is valued for security. Always prepared. If you're pink, you're more likely to have family members and friends come to you for loans. You're the go-to guy. You're more likely to have $50 or $100 hidden in your wallet, your purse, or your checkbook for emergencies. You're always prepared, just in case. You're more likely to get frustrated with others who appear to be careless spenders. You say things like, why can't they just learn how to manage their money? Or, why can't they be a little more like me? If you're pink, you're less likely to make any purchase before shopping for the best deal. This could mean taking hours upon hours to make a decision on a major purchase or even a minor purchase. You're less likely to impulse shop. Shopping has a purpose, so you don't just see something and buy it. Even if you need it, you have to think about it. You're less likely to shop just for the fun of it. Shopping's not fun. There's a purpose in shopping. If I need something, I'll shop for it. I'm not just going to shop for the fun of it. That's what you're like if you're a pink. You might also be known as a tightwad, but you don't care because money means security to you. Now what I'd like you to do is to review the profiles. If you've written down the information and remember what was said about each color, I'd like you to review it. But if you haven't done that, you can also find the profiles at xbankerblog.com on the homepage. When you review the profiles, I'd like you to guess which one is most like you and which one is least like you. Then I'd like you to complete the survey. On the same page of xbankerblog.com, you can find a survey. Complete the survey, look at the profiles, and find out what is your money color. When you found it, did it match what you thought it was? Is it accurate? Look at the strengths of the money color and the areas of improvement. Again, there is no right or no wrong money color. They are what they are. Each of us have areas in more than one color, but one is more dominant. And again, there are strengths and areas of improvement in each money color. Now let's look at an action plan, a little bit of homework. What I'd like you to do is choose one item from the list of things that you're less likely to do and do it this week. For instance, if you're a yellow, I'd like you to use a budget. I know you have no worries, but try using a budget and see if that will help any at all. If you're a green, buy something on sale. I know money is no object, but go ahead and buy something on sale. If you're a red, check the type of life insurance you have and the value of it. Again, I know you have life insurance, but it's important to know what kind you have and how much you have. If you're blue, set a limit on spending. I know you're important, but next week, just set a limit on your spending. And if you're pink, make a purchase without shopping for the best deal. Shop just for the fun of it. I don't mean throwing caution to the wind. I know money is security for you, but just have some fun. You deserve it. Thank you so much for joining me for Money Management 101. Again, I'm Joseph Dillard of X Banker Blog, where my experience is your gain. Please visit my blog at xbankerblog.com. Let me know how you like this webinar. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you again.